by Amadeus in Lorette. Been here for a few days now. Been here 3 times. Fallen in love with Lorette, actually. My wife has come for the first time, and she just said to me, "Can we live here, Amadeus?" So I've got that to deal with when I get back. However, I'm with my good friend and partner on this project, which is Kirk Field. You may know him from many books that he's written, or award-winning books, I like to think.
Award-winning books, yeah. Award-winning best-selling books.
Brave New World, and of course Trains, Planes and Amphetamines.
Indeedy.
Now this man knows about travel and about clubbing because he's actually quite literally wrote the book on it. And we've seen online a few people, many are excited, but there's obviously, as always, there's a few people got their concerns and worries, Kirk. So let's put them to rest. So
Indeed.
Let's start with the word T, not tidy, but transfers. Because some people are saying, "Oh, what are you doing transfers? What's the best thing to do?" Kirk, what should they do about transfers?
The transfers, one of the reasons why we chose Lorette is because it's served by 2 airports. So there's Girona, which is like 20 minutes away, or there's Barcelona, which is an hour away, which is great. I mean, it offers lots and lots of flights. Now, from both of those airports, it's possible to get either public transport, in the way of Barcelona, it's a bus or a train. From Girona, I wouldn't advise the train because there's no train stations in Lorette. It stops in the next valley and then you've got to get a bus. So forget about the train. But you can get a public bus from both of those airports at not very much money. Of course, public transport is cheap because it stops at every lamppost. Similarly, with other transfers, you can go online, you can book transfers from Girona or from Barcelona. And the cheaper they are, the more stops that they will have. I came in on, what night was it?
It was Sunday.
Saturday. I came in on Saturday and I took the cheapest transfer I could find from Girona because I wanted to road test it for you guys. And what was a 20-minute journey took me an hour and 15 minutes. Because I went to different resorts and it dropped off other people first at different hotels, and eventually I got into Lorette de Mar an hour and 15 minutes after I set off from Girona Airport. The tidy transfers that we do are slightly more expensive, but they're direct, which means as soon as you get in there, you're not going to be going to any other resort or any other hotels. They'll drop you right at your hotel. There's only 2 drops, one within 2 minutes of each other, so it's a lot quicker, it's more direct. Another reason to consider the tidy transfer is that we have checked out the drivers and we vouched for their safety and the fact that they're reliable, whereas we haven't done any diligence on anybody else. So whenever you book a transfer, if it messes up or it's cancelled or it's postponed or you're left at the airport waiting, it's not our concern. We don't know anything, but we can't help you with that because we haven't recommended it. And so I know I'm aware some people already booked transfers, in which case I just check if it's direct or how long you expect to be on the bus for, because if you've been on a plane, like I was delayed for 2 hours on Saturday night and I needed to get into resort. I didn't like waiting 55 minutes at the airport and an hour and 15 minutes on that transfer. And so it's a heads up to you guys. You get what you pay for with transfers. I'd seriously consider getting a tidy transfer from either Barcelona or Girona.
There you go. So a bit of expert advice. And if you want to do that, I think you can just update your booking on the Caboodle, can't you?
Yeah, you go to your dashboard and you just select a transfer. Now the thing is, we've put down a certain amount of transfers that we want to run to serve a certain amount of flights. But if there's no demand for those transfers, we won't be running them. Right, so there's no guarantee that we're going to be running any of the transfers. It's all number dependent. We can't put a minibus on or a coach if there's only 2 people signed up for the transfer. On that tack, there's something else as well. 4 people, if you've got 4 people from Girona, you know that will cost you €15 each in a cab, because it's about 60 euros from Girona to Lorette de Mar. So that would work. That's 15 quid each. But if you want on your own or with 2 of you, it's expensive. So you're going to have to look for a transfer.
Brilliant advice. So yeah, tidy transfers are available. Check your online, like I said, you can update your dashboard and you can inquire about that. It's very important that we sort the transfers out. So transfers, tick box, we're happy with that. What about the accommodation? Because I've seen a few people, Kirk has sort of like said, some people love the accommodation we've got. Some people have been a bit wary, like, oh, why have you not told us? I mean, one of the big conspiracy theories is, why have you not told us where we're staying, Amadeus? What would you say to that, Kurt?
That was deliberate. The reason why we chose not to do that is because in the past, when we've named hotels, that I've worked in many resorts, Ibiza and various other places. Whenever we've named the hotel, people will go and try and book that hotel direct. And there's two things wrong with that. Number one, they're not going to get into any of the events because you've got to have a tidy wristband. But number two, the fact that those people have jumped in that hotel suddenly means that we can't get access to that hotel for all our people. And so we deliberately withheld the names of the hotels, not through any other reason apart from the fact that we wanted to protect those hotels, and we wanted everybody to book the trip to have booked with tidy, not on their own and go, oh, I just happened to be in Lorette that week, can I just come along? I would have booked a package if I'd known, because we've heard all the stories. I've heard all the stories, guys. Support the package. Come along the package. You get your accommodation, you get your travel, you get your clubbing, you get everything. That's what a package is about, keeping everybody together. Now, in terms of the Don Juan, I'd like to say a couple of things about the Don Juan, if I could, because I'm aware, as you were, that there were some dubious low TripAdvisor ratings on that. We were aware of that. We haven't just learned that. We were aware of that, but we looked into it. Amadeus asked me, he said, look, what about these TripAdvisor ratings? We pointed out to him, and we probably should have pointed this out to you as well, but we're doing it now, is that a lot of those TripAdvisor ratings relate to the older part of the hotel. There's actually 3 different buildings of that hotel. There's the older part, which is the rooms that a lot of the complaints are about. In actual fact, I was put in one of those rooms on Saturday night when I came in, and it was quite a different clientele in there, quite a younger European clientele that were quite noisy. Since I moved to the Palace, that's the area, the renovated rooms, the hotel call them superior rooms. In actual fact, they're standard rooms. They're good standard rooms. If anyone's been to Ibiza, they're like the Grand Sol or like the Hotel Tropical. I don't know if you know those hotels, but they're the same kind of standard as those. Nothing wrong with those rooms whatsoever. We've stayed in there for the last 3 nights.
This is the Don Juan, isn't it?
The Don Juan, yeah. So look, basically, to surmise, a lot of those bad TripAdvisor reviews relate to rooms that we're not staying in. It's in a different wing of the hotel. It's the older wing that hasn't been renovated.
Yeah, so that's the Don Juan, and I've just been to the Bolero, which is the self-catering, and Ange loves it there. I mean, she loved Park Dean. She loved staying in self-catering, and it was clean, it's tidy. I'm going to upload a load of videos, little short reels, to show you around the apartment, show you how clean and tidy it is. And the good thing about the Bolero is we've sort of took it over in a way. It's sort of our hotel. For the self-catering people, we've got a pool. It really looks great. The rooms have got kitchens. They've got a little bedroom. It's great. Yeah, it's, I mean, like I said, I heard a few people saying they were a bit worried about it, but the Bolero, yeah, the only thing I'd do with Bolero is probably give it a lick of paint on the outside, but once I got inside, it was fantastic. And
beautiful pool area, actually, a beautiful pool area that looks over the whole of Lorette. You can even see the sea. Really spacious. It's a beautiful pool area. You feel like you're on your holidays.
Yeah, and so all the tidy crew are going to be there. That's the Bolero self-catering, and the distance between the Bolero and the Don Juan is literally, you can just roll down the hill and then roll a bit further and you're in the nightclubs. And the reason we went for these hotels, or Kirk advised us, was the location. They're perfect for the clubbing. You know, there's no taxis, there's no helicopter to the middle of the island. It's all there. You can literally, I think, 4.5 minutes and you can be anywhere in this particular bay, whether you're going for a steak meal, whether you want to go on the beach or go to a nightclub or go back to your hotel. It is so perfect for... It's
a very user-friendly resort. When Sam Townends rang me about a year ago and asked me, and he had a couple of ideas, and I said, look, I've got the perfect resort for you. I've worked there before. You've got to listen to me, hear me out. You might not think it's the most fashionable resort, but it's the best resort for your crew. I know what your crew want. You want the shared experience, you want really good kicking clubs, and you want decent, good prices that you can afford, and I can deliver all of that in this resort. And Amo has come out a couple of times. He loves it. You know, he's not...
Yeah, we're falling in love with Lorette, and I think what I've liked is the weather, of course, the fact that everything is so local and near. The prices, I mean, you know, from someone that's done, and me and Kurt have done Ibiza many a times, the fact that you can go out with 20 euros and have a good time in Lorette, it's brilliant. Food's cheap, shopping's cheap, the drinks are cheap, and even if you want to go at market and go for a real posh end, it's reasonable. Nothing is extortionate here, is it?
I mean, the Sundance, the pool party thing that we do at Sundance, you get 4 pints for 20 quid. You know, 4 pints for 20 quid. That's cheaper than many pubs. 3 long drinks, isn't it? 3 vodka
Yeah.
lemons for 20 euros as well. So it's affordable. This is a holiday that's affordable, and that matters. That really matters. So we've really tried to offer different pillows for different prices, for different pockets. So you've got a budget option, you've got like a fair option, and there's higher options as well. So I'm really excited about delivering this, to be honest.
So yeah, this is live from Lorette. We're going to post this, and over the next 24 hours there'll be some more videos showing you the accommodation, showing me and Ange walking around shopping, maybe even me on the beach with an ice cream, and then by the end of the week, this week, you should be getting the itineraries, and then you're going to be getting your tickets. So don't worry, there's just over 3 weeks to go, and we think you're going to have the best time ever in Lloret de Mar for the La Fiesta Weekender.
Hasta luego.